welcome to the All Inclusive Podcast. I am Creisha, and I will be your host for tonight. We have something a little different. I'll be actually interviewing the owner of the All Inclusive Podcast,
Yes, yes,
Shy,
yes.
and I'm excited about that.
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
good?
I'm good. I'm
Good,
good. I'm
good.
good. How you feeling?
I'm good.
You
And
good?
I'm going to take something that you do.
Okay.
We're going to do a temperature check,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
What's your temperature? How you feeling?
Ooh, I'm hot.
You hot?
I'm hot.
You
I'm hot.
You hot?
I'm hot. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hot.
You hot. I'm hot too. And I'm hot because this is going to be an amazing show tonight.
Yes.
We dive so deep into you. And I'm so honored that you chose me to be the person to do this.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm ready to dive right in if you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's dive right in. Let's first start because you haven't taped in a year.
Yes. It's
April
been
has made a year.
yes.
So the season is back.
Mm-hmm.
You're taping. So can we do just a recap of what the last year has looked like for you?
So overall the year has been transformative. It's
Okay.
been an evolution of who I am, not just as a person, but just as an entrepreneur, right? Something that I never.
Look at you getting emotional
Ooh,
already, though.
already,
You're
right?
not going to start us with this already because we two emotional people. It's too early.
Yeah, it's too early.
It's too early.
But it's just been like I said, it's been an evolution of who I am, not just as a person, but just as an entrepreneur. I've learned a lot. I've transitioned. I've shifted a lot. I've had some opportunities. I've done some great things. Like one of the things that I did was I went to Atlanta. I stepped outside of my comfort zone, and I was able to be a vendor at the Black Educated Lesbian Conference, which I'm working on getting her on so we could talk about that experience. And then while I was in Atlanta, I started my clothing line, All Inclusive Apparel.
Clock that.
Yes, clock that. But I also did something that I was like sitting on for many years of my life, which is I finished writing a book and I published it.
Where is that? I think I got
Yes,
a copy.
you got a copy.
I
You
think I
got
got
a
a
copy.
copy.
Yeah, so
Yes.
you could go
I have a
on
copy.
Amazon.
Living Your Truth.
Life on the Other Side of the Rainbow.
Yes.
So
Wait a minute. Tell them where they can purchase.
Amazon, and also personally on my website, allinclusivecreations.com.
And it's an amazing read. It's not a read that's going to take you a week. It's a read that if you dive in for 2 days, a day, it's amazing. It leaves you wanting part 2.
Which I'm working on now.
Okay. So
Which I'm working
we'll
on
dive
now.
into that.
Yeah.
But yes, guys, check Amazon out or Shy directly and get Living Your Truth. Is an amazing book.
Yes. So that's what I've been doing entrepreneur-wise. But then I had some shifts in my personal life.
Let's talk about it.
One is, I think for the first time in my adult life, I was in love.
Wait a minute. I am a part of your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
And I never heard you say that.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it back. I'm like, okay, I can see how though,
yeah.
but I never heard you say that.
Yeah.
So dive into that.
I was in love. And we didn't work out. But when I mean an amazing woman, the difference with her is I liked her. And I still do like her.
I like her too.
Yeah. And so, we didn't work out, and, the friendship had to end because there was still feelings there. And I pray that we can reunite as friends.
Absolutely.
But right now, this is the path that needs to happen for both of us.
And we've heard the cliche, if it's yours, you let it go, it'll come back.
Yeah.
So it just may need to be some working on her end, some working on your end.
Definitely.
For you guys to be, what you need to be for each other. I won't go in because it's not my space to go in, but I think she's an amazing person. I don't have anything bad to say about her. You know that.
Yeah. And you done seen me with some ones.
I have. I have.
Yeah.
I don't have anything bad to say about her. I think she's an amazing woman.
Yeah.
So I hope that's one of those things where you guys just let go to
Yeah.
kind of figure some stuff out, and
And
it
really
comes
just
back.
let God, really.
Yeah, let him
Really
lead
just
you
let
guys.
God.
Okay.
So
I'm sure you got some more to share with us because you've had a busy year, so I
yeah.
want you to keep
So
going.
along with the love portion, which is what we're going to talk about today, had to do a paternity test because I have a legal father and I have a biological father. A is my legal father. J is my biological father. Well, it's presumed to be my biological father because he refuses to do a paternity test. I'm 36 years old, and a few weeks before my 36th birthday, I found out that A was not my biological father. And I even met him.
Can you speak to, sorry to cut you off, can you speak to why A was even in the picture? And I'm asking that because J was assumed to be your biological father since birth. That's always what you thought. But some way, A came into the picture. Well, so can you just elaborate on how that happened?
Okay, so my mom and A was in a relationship. It wasn't the most healthy relationship. And my mom got pregnant. When she got pregnant, I don't know for sure. Well, this is what I was told. She kind of knew based off of the timing that Jay was it. But Jay was an entrepreneur and still is like an entrepreneur. He's a preacher. He does all different types of stuff, right? So Jay was a one-night stand essentially. But A was the consistent party, right? So through that process, my mom, when she was like 5 or 6 months pregnant, ran into Jay, told him, first of all, he's shocked that she's pregnant. She told him, hey, I'm pregnant. This is your kid. This is that and the third. A was still around. So I found out through meeting him, which I had never seen what A looked like. I only had the reference of Jay and his family, right?
Right, because that's your biological
father, right?
On record,
right? On record is
A. Well, on record is A,
right?
But you were always told that Jay was your dad,
right? Was my dad.
Jay showed up as your dad as a child. Jay was there as a child
to a degree.
Okay.
To a degree, which we'll get into. So my first 4 years, he showed up. He got married, and they went on and they continued on with their family, which they don't have any biological children together, which is also a question because it's like he's been with his wife for so long. Why didn't they, conceive or whatever? So, for him, it's like I didn't even conceive with my wife. How is it that I conceived with this woman that I had sex with one time?
I mean, it only takes one time.
I was meant to be here.
Yeah, it only takes
I
one time.
I was meant to be here. That's how I say.
You're definitely a special little gem. You are.
In so many different ways. Like, so it's like, I found out was actually at my birth. He signed the birth certificate. I didn't know that until months ago. That he was at my birth.
At your birth.
Right.
But you always knew that at least when you came to an age where you start to need your birth certificate for things and that is when you discovered that he was on your birth certificate. Correct me if I'm wrong.
My last name was Williams, and I asked my mother where Williams came from.
Okay, because Jay had a different
last name.
Got you.
Right. So my mother told me where the Williams came from. That's how I found out that they were in a relationship and it wasn't that healthy.
Right.
And so once that happened, once I found out, who he was or whatever, I kind of like didn't really seek it when I was a kid. I'm going to be honest, because I always had some pieces of Jay. Like, I had relatives that were around, even though it was like kind of like an in and out thing, because they were informed of the situation. So for them, it's like they didn't really want to step on
Jay's told.
Jay's toes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so what ended up happening was throughout my life I would ask about Jay because like I said, he got married and he became a father to my stepmom's children.
Yes.
He even adopted one of the children.
Okay.
And so I'm going to say this. I don't think that he didn't want to be, and this is a part of realization for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that he never wanted to be a father. I don't think that he wants to be my father.
Okay.
And that right there is a big part of my healing with this journey.
Yes.
It's like accepting, you know what? It's not that he don't want to be a father. He don't want to be my father.
And you know what? I have a whole lot to say to that, but I'll say it after we dive into the rest of this story. I'll say it at the end.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because too bad for Jay. Too bad for Jay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'll dive into that at the end of that. Okay, so that's that. You know, life is happening. Jay isn't around.
Mm-hmm.
You acknowledge him as your biological dad, although he does not acknowledge you. However, we are human and we have this need and it's like, I want to know who my dad is. And if it's a possibility that he isn't, then let me find who may be.
Exactly.
So can we just kind of go into how that become of the paternity testing? Because you said I recently had a paternity test.
Yes.
So can we kind of not spend a whole lot of time on Jay because it is what it is, right? You still turned out to be just an amazing woman with so much character, so much loyalty, just amazing. So kudos to your mom.
Yeah, I'm going to say that. Like, the world gets this greatness because of who my mom was to me.
Absolutely.
You know, and parents do the best that they can with the tools that they have. You have older children, you have younger children. And what your older children got in the beginning, your younger children didn't get.
It's completely
because
different.
You were a more mature woman.
I was a better woman.
Yeah.
I was a child when I had my first two children, and I was a grown woman when I had my last two. So to speak to what you say about we do the best we can with the tools we have, we do. Because I had two children as a teenager, so I did with what I could as a teenager, raising with being, them being raised with me, us being friends, still kind of making sure that I set principles and morals and values, but I was a child raising children. But when I had my two younger children, I was a married woman. Well, no, not necessarily, but through the course of it, But I was still older when I had them, and I was able to just take them in a different direction. So I absolutely understand that. And again, this is no dig to anybody because I know your mom. You know what I'm saying? And what I'll always say is that she raised an amazing young woman. Like, this doesn't come from not being raised right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it is what it is. We all have been young. We all have a story to tell. We all did some shit that,
absolutely.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to pass it back to you and let you finish.
So what was the question?
So Jay, we kind of got off Jay. It is what it is. Take us down the road that led you to the paternity testing of A. How did that happen? How did you find him? What did that look like? And tell us a little bit about A.
Okay, sure,
Okay?
sure.
Right.
And I want to also say, like, I've talked to both of the willing parties, because Jay's not a willing party, and they are okay with this episode, 100%.
Yeah.
And so I was working, and I got a phone call from my mother, and she said, "Hey, a cousin just reached out to me on Facebook." And I said, "Really?" And I said, "Oh." And she said, "Yeah." She asked, was it me? Was it her? And she asked about me. And I said, "Oh, no, this is somebody who I remember because at one point, up until I'm like my first 3 years of life, I was around both sides or whatever. So I remember her, and I remember she had a daughter that was close in age to me. And so I was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Well, can you see if she could get A's number?" or whatever. So she's like, yeah, I'm gonna reach out to her. Da-da-da-da. She says she's at work. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I reach out. I ask my mother, what's her name on Facebook? I reach out because I am now a grown woman.
Absolutely.
And not only that, like, we have a right and a responsibility to rewrite our own story.
We do.
We do.
We do. And respectfully, if I could just jump in, my opinion is that when you were the child shy, this should have been situated, right?
I do too.
Jay had a choice because you were an adult. And it was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving a paternity test. I'm not. And I feel like it was a responsible duty of the parents involved to settle that issue, whatever that looked like. Because had it been handled when you were a child,
Jay wouldn't
have had a choice to make the decision of it, giving you a paternity test.
Yeah.
So guess what? If he was ruled in or if he was ruled out, he would have been ruled.
Right. Exactly.
So that is a thing. Like now, Negro, you got a choice. But I'll speak, and I know we're gonna jump back to A. But even with Jay, that's some coward ass shit. And it make you be like,
no, for real.
What you the daddy?
Yeah.
Because if you 100% adamant that you ain't the daddy, then what's up?
What's up? And I mean, we could kind of speak to, like, we had a situation where you actually met him.
And it was a mess. Are we going to speak to that?
We can speak to that.
So I'll speak to that, and I'll tell that part. Really short. Jay had a relative that was in our facility. We took great care of him. Jay came to see the relative that was in our facility, and Jay acted like he didn't even know who Shy was. I was disgusted. Boiling. Like, I wanted to take my left foot and kick his ass out the door. Because how dare you? You know what I'm saying? And when I saw the hurt in you, because you my baby, you know that.
Yeah. It was embarrassment more so.
But with me, it shouldn't have been embarrassment.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Yeah.
And at that point, you know what I said? And I said this to you. Fuck him. Excuse me. I was like, girl, fuck him. That ship has sailed. Because what?
Yeah.
No. I did not make this choice. This is the choice that you and my mother made. One night, 10 minutes, 5 seconds, 2 times, 3 times. Why should I have to endure this bullshit? Give me a DNA test. And if you ain't the daddy, then you ain't the daddy.
You could just move on.
And you can move on, and so can I.
Yeah, which, let's transition real quick about A, because with that, listen, really, I literally got the phone call. Well, I talked to his aunt, to take it back. Talked to his cousin gave the aunt my number. I talked to the aunt. The aunt was like, it's older, so I can't give his number out. You know how old people are, right? So I'm literally walking down the street. I get a phone call from same day that I told her, well, just give him my number. Right? So to go back, a year prior, I kept asking my mother about A. I finally found out his birth date. And I was like, what does he look like? Like, I'm going on Facebook, I'm going on Instagram, everything. Can't find him. What's crazy is now that his phone is in my phone, his profile popped up on my people I may know, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, so fast forward, I get a phone call. It's an unknown number. I don't typically answer unknown numbers. I just happen to answer it. I answer it, and he says Kiki, because that's what my family called me. Kiki. And I said, hello, who's this? And he said, it's your father.
Girl.
I'm on Bel Air Road, and I break down in tears.
As anybody would have.
It's like the little girl in me.
Because I'm dealing with Jay, who act like he don't even want to act like I fucking exist. But then I'm dealing with A, who hasn't talked to me my whole entire life. But as far as he was concerned, he was my dad.
Yeah.
He couldn't find me like I couldn't find him. And you pick up the phone and you hear a grown man say, Kiki, this is your father.
This is your father. So, as I'm getting myself together, he like, are you still there? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hey. I'm like, I've been trying to find you. Like, I've been trying to find you. And he's like, well, I'm here. And just the words he said, like, I'm here, is like, I'm here. I'm here.
Because nobody has been here. Nobody has shown up in that capacity, in that role, right?
Well, I can say this. Like, my mother's been married twice. Her first husband, who's my little brother's father, amazing guy.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
And I told you about him. My mother's second husband, who's deceased now, even on Father's Day, I'd be like, my father's dead.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? You've heard me say that.
Yes, and I've heard you talk
like,
about
I'm
how
like,
good he was.
He's good. He was good to my mother. He was good to us.
Right.
And so even though they were married later on and we gave him the blues in the beginning, he still loved us and he still loved everything that was attached to us.
And showed up.
And showed up.
Yes.
And so, like, I can honestly say, like, I've had people in that capacity, but I don't know what it's like to be a daughter to a father.
Right.
And so that's even a part of this journey with me with is like being a daughter to a father. Because I went on vacation last week and he was calling me. I'm like, he got an Android, I got an iPhone, I can't get...
I need Wi-Fi. You need to be able to FaceTime me, bruh.
So
download WhatsApp or something.
Right.
He don't even know how to do it.
Do that, right? He's still
waiting for the pictures to download.
Waiting for the pictures to download. Because he'd be like, send me a picture, I'm going to hang up and then I'm going to look at it, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Right. Not even knowing you can look at the pictures while we still on the phone, but I'm going to let you do your thing, bro. So, literally, like, I told him, I was like, well, there's another possibility. And he was like, he took a deep breath and he cried.
So it's safe to say that he didn't know all these years that it was another possibility. He just assumed that he was your dad.
Father, right.
He knew he hadn't been the best man. I know he had went away to prison and things like that. And he just figured, I wasn't the best dad. I've lost contact with my daughter's mother and my daughter, period. But that's my child. That's my child.
So to hear him cry kind of broke me too, because I'm like, damn. And he was like, well, I said, you know, we could get the test. And he was like, let's get it. Like, willingly, let's get it. He was telling me about, like, he had kids and stuff like that. And, you know, his wife. And he was like, yeah, my wife's a good woman, Jehovah's Witness. So me, being who I am, I said, oh, I'm a lesbian.
Your father should have said, I'm a lesbian too.
So I'm like, I'm a lesbian, right? And he's like, oh no, you good, you cool, I love you no matter what. Like, just hearing those different things was like.
And even his Jehovah wife, and they have their, you know, things, and it is what it is, we respect that. But, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but she was even receptive and open to all of you. Like,
all of me.
All of you.
So, we could jump ahead just a little bit. Okay. So, we met in December. We met when it was the first storm. It was like cold, because you texted me and was like, are you still coming out the mills?
Yes.
What's crazy is I ordered the test, ordered and paid for the test, got it shipped to me. It came to me. We set up that we was going to meet on a Sunday. That particular Sunday was the first storm where it was like cold and icy. Yep. My mother had to swab, so my mother came to me. She swabbed. She dropped me off at the subway. The subway, and this is what I want to tell you. You are responsible for your healing. As a grown adult, you are responsible for your healing.
Whatever that looks like.
Whatever it looks like, right? So, yes, I feel like the elders in my family on both sides failed me.
I agree.
As a child.
I agree.
The elders, whoever that is, they failed me. Right? Maybe they didn't want to tiptoe on my mama in J's side. Right. They failed me.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
But I am a grown, at this point, 35-year-old woman that just wants the truth. Right? And so, boom. my mother drops me off at Hopkins because I'm like, I could just catch the subway out. I look, my mother done zoomed off.
But she did her part. She
yeah,
came, she
swabbed,
swabbed,
right,
and have at
and
it.
have
Because
at
let me add in, Mom was adamant to you that A was not going to be the dad.
Yeah, she was.
So let's be clear, because Mom was clear
that Jay was it.
That Jay was the dad.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get this paternity test. I'm going to do this because this is what you want to do. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you that A is not the dad.
Yeah.
That was Mom's stance.
Okay.
But I'm going to come swab for you.
But I'm going to come swab.
And you have at it.
And you have at it.
Right.
So she even drops me off to the subway. Mm-hmm. I look at this. The gates are closed. It's a shuttle that leaves from Hopkins. Mind you, it's cold, it's icy. And the woman, it was a mess.
Because I called you and I was like, "Are you still coming out to
And I was like, yes,
to do this?"
Yes. So, and then that particular day, the young lady that I was talking about, somebody hit her car. Who has been an
amazing support through this. What we not gonna do, even though I know whatever it looks like right now, but what we not gonna do is not gonna play with her.
Oh, nobody gonna play with her.
Because she showed up.
Big time.
In every capacity. She was the biggest supporter. Mm-hmm. She was there.
She's the reason why this show is happening today.
She did exactly what she was supposed to do at the time of being your partner. She did.
Well, she wasn't even my partner at that point.
Well, girl, call it what you want, because it was definitely more than friends. So, but we're going to let them have that.
Yeah.
At that time, as your friend, she did exactly what she was supposed to do. And she showed up to every level.
But somebody had hit her car that day.
Yes.
And I was more concerned about her. And she was like, no, you need to get out there.
Go.
Okay. And so
tell us about how you got there. The gates was closed, but God still made a way to get you out to the O.
An hour and 40-minute shuttle bus ride. Mm-hmm. So I'm a persistent person. And it's a difference between consistency and persistence. Yes. And consistent is, it's all going good. It's all going great. I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. But I'm persistent. Mm-hmm. And I will reshuffle. If that meant I need to get an Uber or a Lyft there, you good? That alcohol hitting you?
Excuse me, I'm good.
I would have did that. But the shuttle came in a few minutes. And mind you, A's calling me because he's expecting for me to hop on the train
and be there
in 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. It took an additional hour and 10 minutes for me to get there. But I got there. It's still cold. It's still everything. We meet. I hug. I am going to ask him if I could have permission. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine for me to put our first picture that we had together.
Yes.
I gave him a book and a shirt, and I wrote a nice message. And in the book, I told him, that I was grateful for him and I would be honored to be his daughter, just because of the fact that he literally has stepped up. In so many ways.
Absolutely.
And he's literally like a father.
And who was with him when you got there?
His wife.
His wife.
His wife was there.
His wife, who in her mind, my husband has this daughter that we just don't know.
Yeah.
And she showed up.
Yeah.
As he needed her to do as his partner.
Yes.
She showed up. Period.
And she even said, man, let's swab and get these right results. Because we already know what the results is going to be.
Right.
So fast forward. We're waiting for the results. I ship it off. Well, you actually shipped it off for me.
I did.
I gave it to you.
I did.
And you shipped it off for me. A Friday comes. This particular Friday comes, and it's the week after. So, waiting for the results. I call. They say, they sent me an email and said the results will be ready soon. But I'm like, I don't have no passcode, no way to get in. I call them. They're like, I could tell the customer service rep was like, you need to create this password because the results will be there soon. I could tell they already had the results, though, by her tone and by her energy. So I text you because you were like, you don't need to be by yourself. when you get those results.
Yeah, I said, don't you open it.
Yeah.
So somebody is with you.
Yeah, yeah. So then I hit my friend Bree. That's my best
Bree, shout out
girlfriend.
to Bree. Bree is
Yes,
the
yes,
best friend you
yes,
can have.
yes. So I hit Bree, and I hit Devonay.
And Devonay, hey
Yes.
Devonay, girl.
And so they really are part of my circle.
Yes,
so
they are.
And they during this time, it was so many emotions. They helped me up, but then they also covered me.
Yes. Yes.
And that's the thing. Like, some people will hold you up, but they won't cover you.
Yep.
So the world never knew what was going on.
Yep.
And so I literally was like, all right, they gonna be coming. I hit my friend, the young lady. I hit my friend, and she was on her way home, but she had a rough week.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I'm going to go get something to eat. Da, 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 da. End up coming from D.C., where she works, going to get something to eat. I'm going to get us something to eat, because you're going to need to eat after this. And comes all the way to me, which is from D.C. to one side to...
As I knew she would.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She comes. I open up... Well, I hand her the phone. I do the password or whatever. I hand her the phone. I don't even see the results. So all I'm seeing is numbers on there. I don't see no words. I'm like, I don't even know what this means.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, it's showing like
0.2, 5.6.
No, like it shows like mother, child, alleged father, and it's like giving all these different abbreviations for stuff, and it gives the numbers, and that's how they break down whether you are or not, right? I'm like, I don't even know what this means. So she's sitting there, and I look at her, and she says, "Oh my goodness," and I'm thinking she's about to say he is.
Because before you give that, we had done everything, y'all. Like, we saw him, and I'm like, girl, you look just like him. Oh my God, right? Because Jay, I never felt like it, and it's fucked up because the look like shit does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
None of that matters.
Yeah.
The complexion, the look like, the structure, the nose, the ears, it does not matter.
Yeah.
However, when we had the opportunity to see A, we all were like, girl, bye.
Yeah.
And then A had a daughter, your sister, and
Which
y'all
I met her.
like, you met the sister.
I met her, yeah.
And this is the thing, y'all, that y'all have to understand. A was absolutely open to every part of this, because as far as A was concerned, you were his child.
Yes.
And I'm not speaking for you. I'm speaking because I was a part of what was happening and I saw it, right?
Yeah.
A was absent, and I'll make it quick. A was on board. You were my child. This is what it is. Here's your sister. Here's your this. Here's your that, right?
Only one I didn't meet was her son, and he was waiting
for paternity.
Because he wanted to make sure.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
And that's cool. However, your sister was open. Y'all kicked it off. Y'all was out. We went to brunch. I looked at y'all and I'm like, oh, this is it. This is all that. So here we all were like, girl, just throw it in the bag.
Yeah.
We got this.
Yeah. And so...
And go on here back to old girl.
So I'm like, I look at her, and she kind of got like a straight face. Mind you, Bree's on FaceTime. So she's physically there, Bree's on FaceTime. And she says, he's not your father. And I was just like, I was just like, and just like this, like, okay, we knew. I'm used to being strong. I'm used to being the one who's like, so I'm like, okay. So I hear Bree say, is she talking? Like, and I bust out in tears. I go in the bathroom. I get myself together. I come back out, and my friend says, this doesn't change who you are. Like,
absolutely,
this doesn't change who you are. Like, God is still going to do everything that he says he's going to do in your life. Like, you're still going to do well. You're still going to do public speaking. The podcast is still going to do well. Like, everything that you have going is still going to happen.
Yes,
it doesn't change who you are.
Who you are.
And
because remember, this is not from a decision that you made.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
It's not from a decision that you made.
Yeah.
And ultimately, although at that point when you found out you were a 35-year-old woman, you were still that little child that just craved, who is my father? Yeah. I want to have my father. I want to belong. This does not defy you. Yeah. This is not a choice based off of you.
Yeah.
And I'll say that over and over to you.
And Bree was like, she don't need to hear that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And was telling my friend, like, she don't need to hear that right now. So mind you, we're the only ones with the results. I think I texted you and said, it's not that.
I was devastated.
And you were like...
I think what the fuck? Right. I think my message was WTF.
Yes.
What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, so...
Because what?
Yeah, so my friend was like, all right, we got to let him know. Like, she let me get myself together and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, you got to let him know. So I called him. Well, I called his wife because his wife has an iPhone.
Okay.
So I was like, I FaceTimed and I said, hey, I got the results. And she said, okay. She's excited. Because she's thinking with everybody else's results. And I said,
mm-mm.
He's not. She said, did you tell him yet? And I said, I actually called you first because in my thought, he struggles with mental health.
And he needs the support from
her.
You. So you needed to know so that you could be there to support him when he finds out.
Exactly. And because he struggles with mental health. So I wanted him to be there because that's been a struggle of mine is mental health.
Yep.
And so like, you know, I was like, all right, cool. I tell her, and I think I called him, or I think she called him in the room, or went to the, however, we're on FaceTime, and he like, no, like, and she's like, they not right.
This is what the wife is saying.
Yeah, like, they not right. Like, I'll pay for the next test. Like, no, these can't be right. These can't be right. And so that happened. But let me go back to like Jay. Jay has two siblings, a brother and a sister. His sister, a beautiful, amazing woman, nurse, doesn't live in Maryland anymore. I communicate with her from time to time.
Okay.
Amazing. We had just lost their grandmother, me, my great-grandmother, in October. So I was able to see my family, right? And it's a story I want to tell, but I want to tell this first. So I had called my uncle, Jay brother, and I told him about
it. Because again, guys, not to cut you off, even though Jay didn't show up, Jay's family showed up.
Yeah.
Jay's family accepted you. We don't know what was happening on the backside.
Right.
But grandma accepted you, uncle, aunt, cousins, friend. Everybody accepted you. And they couldn't understand what Jay's problem was. Yeah, right?
To this day, they don't. To this day. They just won't speak about it because it's like, honestly, I'm a grown woman. And he making a decision as a grown man.
And it's cool. And it's cool. However, I'm just being clear that you had the relationship with Jay's side of the family throughout your life because everybody was okay
on and off.
Yeah,
on and off I had it.
That was what you knew and who you knew. You had a grandmother. You had a uncle. You had a grandfather. You had cousins. You had those things.
Yeah.
Although Jay was on his shit. Right?
Yeah.
And although the family was like, we not going to poke the bear.
Right.
But we still accept you and your relationship is with us.
Absolutely. So when I had called him like 2 weeks prior, when I told him that I was going to meet old boy and that we was going to get the test, you
called Jay and told him
I told Jay's brother.
Jay's brother.
Yeah, okay. Remember I told you? So his response was,
do it.
Key.
I remember that.
Yeah, he said, do it. He said, Key, I hope he your father.
Yeah.
I hope he's your father.
Because say what y'all want, Jay a piece of shit, and I don't care how nobody feel about it because ultimately at the end of the day, this is all that I'm saying. respectfully, Jay can feel however
he hides
wants
behind
to
the
feel.
church.
Jay should have given you a DNA test.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife, his family, his friends, if you're so adamant about it, give the DNA test. If you're not the dad, you're not the dad,
Mm-hmm.
right? I feel like it's cowardice fuck, I'm being honest, because you can take yourself out of this equation, and you're doing everything to not take. And that's the part that I'm almost like, well, I mean, mom is on to something. Because mom said you the dad. You keep saying you ain't. It was the one night. It was the this. It was the that. It's real simple to take yourself out of the equation.
Yeah.
And for 36 years, you've chosen not to do that. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with the woman that he's married to, because no husband of mine gonna be walking around.
You know, next time I get a defamation,
it's not happening.
Letter. You know I'm gonna get. You know that's the next thing. Like, because they don't see this as, they see it as me, like right now,
because
us
it's
talking.
not them.
They don't see it as what it is, as opposed
because it's
to
not them.
a defamation.
Because it's not
You
them.
know what I'm saying? You know I'm about to be in court, right? And that's fine. It's cool.
I feel like have at it, because ultimately at the end of the day, somebody should make him give his DNA. And that's just how I feel. If you commit a crime, you got to give a felony crime, you got to give DNA, right?
Yeah, that's true.
If you were under 18, the court would make him give DNA.
Yeah.
At this point, sir, it's nothing that I need from you. It's nothing that you could give me. At 36, the courts can't make you do anything. They can't this, they can't that. I can't get anything from you with your life assurance, with your this, with it's that.
And I don't even want it. Like, at this point,
give me what I'm asking you for.
At this point, all I wanted was the DNA. I don't even want the relationship anymore, because honestly, me and A are building a relationship anyway. So it's like,
I love that.
So it's like, you know, God uses, you know, who he needs to use.
And the crazy part, whoever can feel however.
Yeah.
Jay is supposed to be this man of God. He's in the church. He's in the this. He's in the that. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, really? Respectfully, you married a woman who had children already. You adopted her children. They got your last name. You take care of these kids, whatever. She could never give you a biological child for whatever reason, and that's fine. And here you have this one daughter, that could potentially be your child, and you just from the like, no. But you will not do the one thing that you can do.
And guess what?
Guess what it gives me? It gives me guilty. It gives me, nigga, you know you the daddy.
Yeah.
That's what it gives me.
Because it's like, my mother has been adamant about Jay. A, not so much. Of course, I knew about A. But
listen, can I chime in? And the one thing that we got to give Mom grace for is that what she said at this point has checked out. She said, A is not your daddy. I'm telling you I'm telling you why he on your birth certificate. I'm telling you what it was. So all we can do at this point is give Mom grace, because what Mom said has checked out.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And because Jay won't give what he needs to give, all we can do is take my word.
Yeah.
And then all I can do is look at Jay and be like, you goofy as fuck. Because if I knew I wasn't a baby daddy, I'm going to be like, his swap.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right?
So I'm going to get back to that. So my uncle was like, he was like, I want him to be your dad. Like, and he was like, no matter what, you're going to always be my niece.
Yes.
I'm be like, he supports him.
Everything that you do.
Him and my Aunt Tina. Like, I was about to go on vacation. My Aunt Tina was like, I sent her a shirt and was like, the shirt is on me, because she bought me a book. I supposed to been went and signed her book.
She bought one of your books.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, and I didn't find that out until my great grandmother passed away. She's like, yeah, Key, I bought your book. I didn't know about it.
But just with the sales and everything, you just didn't identify that it was her.
Yeah, because I can't see who bought it on Amazon. I just know it's a sale.
It's bought, right.
So I wanted to send her a shirt. She's like, do you got any hoodies on hand? I'm like, I'm going to send my uncle hoodie. And he bought a hoodie. He told me send it to the house. And then she like, you got any hoodies on hand? I said, no, they pre-order. She sends me the money, then sends me like $40 extra, like for postage. I'm like,
shipping and all that.
I'm like, you right up the street. You right on Biddle Street. I could drop it off to you. What do you mean? So definitely did that. And then I go on a cruise. She like send me money like first drink on me. I'm like, baby, you just paid my half of my bar tab.
See?
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, a little bit, like almost half of my
Thank
bar
you,
tab.
Auntina.
Thank you, Aunt Tina.
I got an Aunt Tina.
Listen,
My favorite aunt is Aunt Tina.
she the
I'm
rich
about the
auntie,
Tinas.
okay?
Okay.
So I'm like, and rich in not just money.
Yes.
She's
yes.
a rich. She's rich in spirit.
Yes. Yes.
Like
yes.
in quality.
Yes.
Like she's rich, and so like, honestly, like, I have the best of both worlds now.
So let me ask you this because I have a couple other questions that I want to get to.
Okay.
And we don't have a lot of time left. But what I want you to tell me and your listeners, explain now that the paternity test has come in, Andre's not the dad, right? We all devastated. Collectively. We all
Right.
devastated. Tell me what your relationship really quickly is like with Andre, and tell me what your plan is moving forward in that relationship with Andre. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I said, I'm learning how to be a daughter to a father. Like, he calls me every day. He'll text me, or like, I'm pretty sure I haven't talked to him today because I just wanted to get my mind together for the show, and so my phone been on do not disturb. But tomorrow he gonna be like, "Hey, did you record that episode?"
Yes.
And then I gotta make sure I send it to him and stuff like that. So like, it's been really, really amazing to have that relationship and to form that relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any biological children, and so like, my hope, you know, is to birth a child, or to adopt, because I've opened myself up to adoption now. And so with that, I want my kid to have a grandfather, to have, my mom is an amazing grandmother.
Amazing. Real quick,
Hands down.
Say what y'all want. Your mother is an amazing grandmother. She's an amazing mother.
Yeah.
She's raising these boys. She's raising these grandkids that are not biologically yours. She shows up. I'm never gonna take anything away from her. She shows up.
Shows up.
Them
kids can get. She got McDonald's money, Chick-fil-A money, sneaker money,
she call you
money.
and be like, "Well, we gotta come up with a plan. I'm gonna ride out to Brooklyn Park and I'm gonna." She takes care of them kids, and can't nobody take that away from her. Because at this big age of hers, all of her children are raised.
Yeah.
However, shout out to you, TF, because her children are raised. Y'all are all adults.
Yeah.
She takes care of her grandchildren. She does. She show up in a way that's amazing. Better than I am as a grandmother. And I'm being honest because I have grandchildren, right? But I've been raising children my whole life. And I still be having me a good time.
Yeah.
I love my grandchildren. And I'm going to get them when I want to get them. But your mother has grandchildren that live with her full time.
Yes.
And she has said, I'm willing to sacrifice this adult life that I could be doing whatever it is that I want, and I'm gonna raise these kids. And she raise these children, and she does it amazingly.
Yeah.
Period.
Absolutely.
I know for the last 5 or 6 years, I've had the opportunity of watching her do what she does with these children, and she's amazing in that.
Yeah.
Period.
So,
but it speaks to how she raised y'all, and what I talk about you, and what's instilled in you, and how you are, how an amazing, woman you are. So I see her doing that in in her grandchildren, and kudos to her for that, because that's not easy to do.
My as all of the people that I'm like around, parents are like transitioning. I honestly, so last year I had a talk with God, and I said, God, I need you to give me peace in this area of wanting a child, and I need it to be your will, however your will is, because in 2020 I miscarried. I've tried 2 additional times. I have not been able to conceive.
Give me my God, baby girl. Give me my God,
listen,
baby.
I'm trying. Which also, with this, right, I am way more open with co-parenting with a guy.
Yes.
Like, we've talked about that. If I could get a guy who is upstanding and great character and don't care about the fact that I'm a lesbian
Yes.
and don't want to hump on me,
And we
please,
just co-parenting with this baby.
please don't want to hump on me because you ain't getting nothing.
Not happening.
Not happening. You don't even got a hump to create the child.
Right. Just give me what I need.
Just give me what I need.
Give me that golden stuff. Just
right.
give me
just
what
give
I need.
what I need. Okay. I am more willing because I want my child to have the best of both worlds.
Yes,
in that sense.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I'm single.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I do end up, marrying or having a long-term partner, of course, my long-term partner, that's going to be a big part of choosing my long-term partner if I have my child.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, what are you bringing as a whole?
As a whole.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Especially for my kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, but I am still like, even if I have a long-term partner, if I have a co-parent, a guy,
then we three people.
Then we three people.
We going, and this baby going to have the best of the extra worlds.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, like, I'm cool with that.
So would you be open to it being a gay male?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Wait, he ain't going to want hump on you. He
Yeah.
don't want nothing you got.
Yeah, listen, nothing. And I want nothing he got, okay?
So let me ask you this. Because I'm looking at the clock and we got about 8 or 9 minutes left, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, I just want to take like 60 seconds to say to you, I'm so thankful that you chose me to do this, seriously, because we talk, I dive into you, you dive into me, even if you don't know that you do, right? My daughter brought you into my life 5 or 6 years ago, and I'm so grateful for it because loyalty does not look any better, right, than this. I have been privileged to be along this journey with you, hurt, mad, sad. I'll be like, fuck them, I don't give a fuck. What? We want war with her. That's me, right? I'm going to have your back 1,000,000%. But what I want to say to you is that through this process, you have stayed so graceful, so humble, so strong, so steadfast in it. And whatever it was, you just dealt with the punches as they came. Yeah. Right? You dealt with them. Even when I was your ratchet devil in your ear, like, fuck them people. Because I know I was that. You know how you got that devil that sit right there?
Listen.
I know that I was that, right? But I just want to say, don't change. Don't change. Don't let any of this change you. Embrace your relationship with Andre, although he is not your biological father. At 36, who gives a fuck? You are who you are. Your life is going to be what it's going to be. You don't got to go around keep chasing because ultimately at the end of the day, you'll really never know because Mom is not saying it's a potential other guy. Mom is steadfast that it's Jay.
Steadfast.
Jay won't give you what you need.
Right.
Fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. Right? You've become this amazing woman from your mother. Embrace that. Be okay in that. You keep chasing your dreams. You keep doing everything that you do, and you don't let nothing change who you are.
Yeah.
You are an amazing woman.
Thank you.
And one thing that I'll tell you is that I'm a part of your village, and anything attached to me, my dad, my
your
children,
husband.
my husband, my children, everything.
Yeah.
You are a part of us, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not trying to be your mother.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm trying to be your big sis.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to guide you down that road. We're going to get to it. You know, in these years since you've been with me, we done got to it.
Got to it.
Period.
Yeah.
Don't let nothing change who you are.
I'm going to say this. When I went away, I had FaceTimed you. And I was like, do you know this is the first time in my adult life, like working a job, and I've been working since I was 14, that I took off from it was a Sunday to a Friday. Like, I clocked out at 5 o'clock on Saturday.
And we were fine.
You were fine.
We were fine.
Yeah. Amazing.
We were fine. Because, people tend to think that they know this relationship with us and our facility and how it works. Yeah. They don't know. They think they know.
They think they
what
know.
I want y'all to know is that Shakira is a workaholic. She got back on Friday. I saw you Saturday? I think
Saturday.
She said, I'm just I'm picking up doubles. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I was picking up doubles.
I will show up for you in whatever capacity that I can. Because
you actually sponsored this show.
Yeah?
This show.
Okay.
This show.
Okay, you're right. Clock that, Zell.
Yeah. You actually sponsored this show.
I'm just saying, you've shown up for me in wherever that looks like. I will show up for you in wherever that looks like. Fuck these niggas. We don't care who that is.
And
it is what it is.
And it's like, all of my shifts that have happened, it's so crazy because I had to, I had to shift. I had to shift really, because when it came to the brand, I had to shift. And I literally got beat down. Beat down by folk I never would have thought that I would get beat down from.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh no, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. Like, at one point, you know, all respect to her husband, they trying to say we was fucking and
this the first time I heard this. You ain't never told me this.
It was like, I'm like, yo, like,
I'm strictly dickly.
Listen, her husband is an amazing dude.
You ain't never told me this.
Listen.
See?
Listen. Because I knew you would have went in.
Oh.
I knew you would have been like, fuck them bitches.
Shakira is my child. Like, my children are Shakira's age.
Yeah.
I look at you like not even my child. I look at you like my little sister.
You was using me.
Oh, my goodness.
No, we had that conversation.
Oh, my goodness.
When it was like,
yes.
You was using me.
But they was the same motherfuckers calling you to borrow and beg. They was the same motherfuckers calling you that needed you, but had all of these opinions of us.
Yeah.
And what was happening.
And so,
girl,
I'm grateful for you because it could have been anybody. But when Jay, not that Jay, when Jay said to me, you should do this episode. And
Jay meaning the friend, the good girlfriend.
Good girlfriend.
The good girlfriend. Yeah, her. Cause I'm Jay. I'm just trying to be clear, but go ahead, carry on.
Said, hey, you should do this episode. I said, I'm gonna do it like the end of the season or something like that. And you was like, okay. Whenever
I
you
was
gonna
like,
do it. Yeah,
me?
you was like, yeah, okay, cool. I think that would be great. And then people don't understand how much I hear from God.
Yep.
And I take my direction from God.
Yep.
Take away the lesbian. Take away all of that. Whatever y'all want to say, whatever y'all want to, take away all that shit.
And please speak to, like, how much do my husband love you?
Oh my fucking God. He
loves you.
When you want to know the crazy thing is, you said one day y'all was laying down, you was like, my husband said, I really like Shakira.
Yep, he did.
And he don't say that about anybody.
He don't like people.
He don't like
nobody.
He don't like people. And then every cookout that y'all done had since then,
before it starts, at the end, when it's over, overly loaded,
overly drunk, fucked up.
Girl, we are a part of your village, wherever that looks like.
That, and he came into the facility right after you said that to me. And I was like working, and he was like, hey, fam. And I turned around, and I was like, I've never heard him say that to people. Like, never.
Girl, clap
like,
that.
Literally, it's like, people don't understand, like.
You have a thing about you sometimes that I don't even think you know that you exude. You have this thing. You are loyal to a fault sometimes. You show up. You are so authentic and genuine in who you are. Do not change, right?
Yeah. My greatest love story right now, you know how people be like, oh, my great love story, because we're about to end. My greatest love story right now is loving me.
Yes.
And just walking into that thing that everybody else sees about me.
Absolutely.
Walking into that light, because sometimes I don't see it.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't see the leadership.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't see the light.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't see it. I'll be like, oh, I'm just loyal, but I'm more than just loyal.
You are more than that.
And sometimes people love diamonds because they've never met a ruby.
Hey, Ruby, that's my birthstone. I love you.
Yes. This has been the All Inclusive Podcast.
Yes.
The title of this is Mama's Baby, Daddy's Maybe, The Search of Oneself.
Yes. I love you.
I love you
everything
too.
about you.
Yes.
I'm so happy God gave me you.
Yes.
Right?
And I'm so
Over and
happy
out.
too.
The All Inclusive Podcast.
Deuces.
We out.